Hello, it's me again. Let's share my drawing progress. I'm sorry that the screen is kind of partially blocked by my webcam. I won't share my webcam anyway. It's just to it's just that I'm camera shy. So today I'm going to continue my manga drawing. I know it's a slow progress because I'm kind of busy and I'm not a professional full-time mangaka. I'm not a professional full-time artist. So I do this like only during my leisure time. That's why my progress is super, super slow. So for line art, this is my draft. In my previous video, I show you about my drafts, and I also mentioned about how many drafts I draw. Normally, when when I draw drafts, I will focus on I'll focus on the panels. Okay, so here is my draft. Yeah. So I'll focus this. Okay, I'll focus my first panel. Oops, I hate this. Yeah. Because I'm using another iPad to do this, so it's a bit troublesome sometimes. Sometimes mouse is useful, but when it comes to drawing, it's not so much useful. That's why I use an iPad, a very old iPad, just to uh, do some adjustment. And the reason why I dislike to draw, the reason why I dislike to do live streaming when I draw is because when I draw, I normally listen to music or listen to audiobook, and I don't really talk much. I just listen, because when I talk, I feel like it disturbs me. So that's why I dislike showing it on the public, showing it to the public, my drawing process. But I think it's inevitable. I will do this like once in a while, just to. I think it's kind of a bit a bit funny, because I kind of try to prove that this thing I draw it and it's not using AI. I know it's kind of it's kind of like idiotic. I mean, it's a stupid thing to do so, but well, we're just trying to be the best. We're just trying to be the best. So now I'm laying the detailed draft. The second draft is still a draft. I was still not using this line art about the detail. So this is Jane. She's laying on the desk. You know, this is a very classic manga scene. You can find this manga scene like almost like most of the shonen or shoujo manga with school life, when where you can see that there's a student laying their head on the desk. So this is a very classic scene. So for second draft, normally I'll put more details. I'll put something like a skeleton. Yeah, it's more like a skeleton of the character. Okay, I'll have heads, I'll have necks, I'll have how the shoulder should do when they lay on the desk. Okay, when they lay on the desk, how was their position, because Jane is a female, so there must be some curve. Yeah. And then legs. Yep, so this is the table. So this is the hand. Oops. Undo. The best thing about digital art is that we will have this undo button. So she's actually crying because the story said in the beginning that she just lost her husband, and then she was crying on top of the desk. I kind of have a second thought because I don't want the cat to be appear on this panel yet. So this will be here. I'll have a window, a really nice window, and then with window, I'll have sunlight, a very nice classic window. Oops. I'll have a nice classic window, some curtains, and then this area there will be sunlight shining in, so I'll have some shadow. I mean this will be the shadow. I'll put some shading on here. Yeah, so these are the shadow. So later on I'll erase the lines. So I'll have table on top of the table. Maybe I'll have a nice carrier here. Before I reveal the kitten, I'll have a nice carrier here. Cat carrier. So these are some of the details I added in later on. Here I'm kind of use this is still a draft, so okay, I'll have my curtain here and my cat carrier. Pet carrier is like, normally for pet carrier there's a 2 compartment like this, and then there's a I think only one side, right? Okay, the other side is also, yeah. So this pet carrier has been open, the door had been open, so I will have the cage door open, and then I'll have some flower, some flower here, so that I will have light when I shade the panel. I'll have some light. All right, I think that's my second sketch. After my second sketch, I will look at it for some time to find some problem. I'll try to find some problem. So, okay, I'll have my second sketch. And this is my first sketch. I remove it so that I will remove the noises. So this will be my second sketch. And then I'll have my third details. I put on details. For details, I will be picking some better line width. Okay. For details, I'll zoom in, lighten the sketch. So I've decided this will be Jane's hairstyle. Sometimes I might decided to use this layer to clean up, to make it like so. Jane's hairstyle is something like this. I still have no idea what kind of dress I want to make her wear. But that would be something like should I hmm Hmm. Oops. Sometimes object, even though I like to use freehand, I might also use some vector because like this it's easier to draw straight lines for objects. For small object like this, I don't really care about using any ruler at all because this is not the thing that took the that will take the major attention. But this one, I need rulers. If I use ruler, it's better to put it on a vector layer because it's easier to erase later on. Hmm. Tick. Yeah. Some of the professional artists, they might also draw a perspective ruler, use those perspective ruler. I mean, I also did try to use perspective rulers, especially when those pieces are important. But for this case, it's just a panel, so uh, it doesn't mean that this panel is not important. But this panel might be very small, so yeah. So using vector will make erase very easier, very easy. Like yeah. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. So for this case, I might have something. Mm, oops. Not nice. I still prefer natural lines. And sometimes it might not look good, but it will be more natural when it's zoom out. And I prefer it that way because it shows that I'm a human. Yeah, I know it sucks. Oops. Uh, I forgot this is actually a vector layer. Yeah, it's actually a vector layer. So I can use erase easier. Yeah, the good thing about vector layer is that you can use this feature to erase in a very uniform manner. Yeah. So yeah. So this will be my detail sketch. The thing is, sometimes I'll just decide to build the final sketch using this layer of sketch because I don't want to work on the another new layer. All right. So when you zoom out, right, it looks very nice. That's the trick. That's why I don't really care to make it too much details. And especially when everything is in black color, black and white, things will be very easy. Yeah, when you zoom out, you will see that it actually looks very nice. Yeah, I haven't taken a bath. I've been out for like whole day today. I haven't taken a bath, so I might need to go offline. But I'm sure later on I'll continue this. I'll continue to record the video for this panel because sometimes I feel like something is not enough. to just record half of the video. So I'll have my table like this. Hmm. Oops. Can't delete that. Okay. Oops. Oh, for curtains, I need it to be flowy. Oops. Hmm. Here I will have some flowers. Let's make it lily. thing about, oops, I forgot. This is supposed to be a thin layer. Yep. The difficulties of drawing like 2 layer is sometimes things are not erasable. So I will have some flower like this. And I'll have some budding lily. Yeah, some buddings. Okay, I think this is a very standard flower arrangement. And here's a letter on the table. Folded 3 folds. And yeah, her hands. And then I think the envelope is too short. Okay. Yep. Okay. I think this line is too close. No. Oops. Oops. And then hey, oops. Mm. All right. I think I'm getting lazy right now. I think I will make some. I'll put some dialogue here so that I can cover up the places where I'm lazy to draw. So yeah, this is my again. It's a another draft. I'll put on the shading later on. I'll shade using the comic shadings. Yep. So this is how I draw from sketch to line art for panels. Of course, if I'm drawing illustration, the process will be different. If I'm drawing a colorful illustration, I normally will draw a better line so that I can fill in the color easier. So that's it. I think I need to go for a shower and go to bed soon. Thanks for spending 1 hour with me. Good night.